intro on.
Make it real when you roll.
Estén muy bien, bienvenidos a otro jueves de Nick en casa. ¿Cómo se le están pasando? Yo estoy muy emocionada, tenemos unos invitados muy especiales. Yo la verdad, voy a empezar a decirles que yo soy muy fan de ellos, porque obviamente crecí con ellos y es increíble poder estar aquí con ellos, es un honor. Entonces, bueno, el día de hoy tenemos unos invitados de lujo. Entre ellos tenemos, bueno, antes que nada, los voy a presentar en inglés porque no todos por aquí hablan español. I'm very excited to announce that today we have over here a person that stole over our hearts with our favorite boy band of all time, Kendall. Kendall Smith, how are you? It's very nice to have you over here.
I'm so good. I'm happy to be here.
Me too. I need to tell you that I'm a big fan.
Are you really? Are you just saying that?
Yeah, of course
Okay.
I am. I mean, when I was younger, I used to play with my cousins that we were like your girlfriends and stuff. So I'm sorry. I'm excited today. So how have you been spending these days on your home, or what have you been doing?
So for the first maybe month or two or three, honestly, I kind of lose count. I was in LA and I was working a lot on music. And then my girlfriend and I decided to take a road trip. So we got a rooftop tent on our car and we drove across the country and ended up where she's from in Vermont. And then when we got here, it was only going to be a week. And then we decided just to stay indefinitely. So I guess until I really need to get back to LA, I guess I'll just be in Vermont.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, it's been great.
So I also wanted to present you. Not starting, I want to ask you some questions about your characters, about your experience with your shows. So let's start. Are you ready? So let's start. First of all, I want to know if you guys already knew each other before this.
I knew Daniela, but I don't think I've met Kendall personally.
I was going to say that you guys need to tell me because I have a really terrible memory. So before I said no and we had actually met before, I was going to be like, I don't know, have we?
You were waiting for someone else to say something.
Yeah,
like,
okay, good.
Yeah.
No, I haven't met either of you, but it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, likewise.
Yeah. I actually.
So now everybody's making friends right now. They say that making friends at this moment it's a little hard, but look, here we are. So I have another question for you. And how long ago did your respective niche shows ended?
Go ahead, Lilimar.
Oh, okay. I mean, Bella and the Bulldogs.
Daniela, what about you?
2013 or 14, something like that. Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I want to say end of or mid 2013, but I might be wrong, so don't quote me on it. It was great.
Yeah.
So I have a doubt right now. Do you guys watch each other's shows? Like Lilimar, are you a rusher?
I like how you specifically pointed me out. Like, how did you know?
Lilimar, are you a rusher?
I was. I won't lie. I totally was. I was totally behind the show when it first came out. I think I was still living in Miami. I remember when like BTR came out and I was like, this show is pretty bomb. I liked the, I never got to go to a show but I was like, but I was like, I loved the song. So I was.
So how was your first time attending to the KCAs?
I think.
Anyone else feel like they needed to wear like neon colors?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I. Right.
Yeah, bright.
Yeah,
brightly colored.
I think I wore something like bright. I don't know.
Wackiest
I
thing
remember.
that ever or gift that a fan has ever given to you?
Wackiest? Well, because I remember some really cool ones and like something like, well, again, wacky might be like a knitted doll of myself and really detailed, super detailed.
Whoa.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I still have it.
Yeah. Kendall, can you say something in Spanish?
Let's see. I should be able to. How about "Qué día más estupendo"?
Whoa!
Nice.
I didn't expect that. That was nice.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yes, it truly is.
And that's all I know.
Truly, that's a
Well,
great
that's
phrase.
pretty
though.
useful, so, Kendall, this is another one. It's pretty weird, but a lot of fans have this question, and I want to know what do you. Well, I want to know your answer. So, how does James smell that? You know, like, what does James smells exactly?
That is a great question. You know, so he's not typically the kind of guy. He doesn't bathe himself in cologne.
Oh.
He's not like that. So
I thought you were gonna say he doesn't bathe.
No, he doesn't. So he doesn't bathe. Of course he bathes.
Like he's not that type of guy.
You know, some people are just like, and all they smell like is whatever they wear all the time, the same cologne. James, here's what I know about him. He works out a lot, right? So he would either, depending on when you saw him, he would either smell like he just got back from the gym, or he would smell fresh and clean with like maybe a light scent. You know,
All right.
maybe a little lotion, maybe a nice deodorant, right? But I will say he doesn't have.
So for every
he doesn't have an
for every
overwhelming
PTR
smell.
fan that is watching this, you have your response over there. I think people have been waiting a long time for that.
Oh.
Well, I'm happy to oblige.
Guys, I have a game for you. Memory. Let's see. So I have some questions for you, and I want to see, well, of course, from your respective shows, and I want to see who has the best memory of everything that happened. So, to all, do you remember the theme song from your show? Can you sing at least 5 seconds of it?
We just want to hear the Big Time Rush song. Just
Yeah.
Just get out with it. Let's be honest. This is what we really want.
So you guys already did the
Yeah.
right? So then there's make it count, play it straight, don't look back, don't hesitate when you go big time. What you want, what you feel, never quit, make it real when you roll.
Big
time.
There you go. Anybody else?
I'm gonna say it. Yeah, it had a rapper in it. It was pretty cool.
Pretty good.
that's pretty cool. That which one was that?
A ghost tells the story of how a vampire, a zombie, Frankenstein-type monster, and a werewolf are turned into normals for one night only. The vampire is in love.
Well, that was big time Halloween.
Yeah.
And it's funny because as you describe it like that, it makes it sound like it was like a Halloween version of Cinderella. It's like, now I remember the plot line. That's pretty much what it was.
So I'm going to tell you a dialogue that some of your characters said, and you have to tell me who said it. All right? Heck of a way to break up, huh? You ready?
It's probably me because of my relationship with Joe on the show, but that's one I don't remember.
That's right, Kendall said it. All right, so I have some individual questions. So the first one is to Kendall. Can you name 3 special guests that appeared in Big Time Rush?
The first one that sticks out is Snoop Dogg because that was probably the most special.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had Tom Kinney, who does the voice of SpongeBob, was on the show. And he dressed up like the pirate from SpongeBob and did a random thing on the show. big time beach party, the beach episode. And then we had like Nick family. We had Miranda Cosgrove. And
yeah, well, those are 3, but you can keep telling us.
And then those are a few.
Yeah, okay.
Look, it was a tough match. It got a little scary there in the middle, but I think we pulled it off.
I want to know each other more, and this is a question for all. Tell me another neat character that you would like to play. It can be live action or cartoon, and tell me why.
I would play Arnold, because now that you mentioned about him being like ranked as a cool character, thinking about the show now, he was really cool and he was very consistent, and I think that was a cool, I wouldn't want the football head, but
maybe I'll give Hey Arnold another chance. You know, if you say he's really that cool, maybe I'll try again.
Yeah.
I think.
My sunny teeth and me.
Yes, I would love to be him.
About the first time that rushers recognized you on the street, and tell us the most funnest story about it.
I don't really remember the first time. I guess we played a show. We played our first like concert outside of Vegas, and I didn't think anyone would know it because the show hadn't been on for that long. But I do remember like a lot of fans in the audience like being noticeably excited, not just because there was just a show happening. It was like they knew who we were, and I remember like, okay, this is great. And then after that, it's it started happening more, and you could always kind of tell because people, and I do the same thing. If I recognize somebody that I really like, I get weird, I start doing strange things. But it's always like somebody they're with a friend, and then maybe they would recognize me, and you see them like turn to their friend and they go, and then the friend goes,
yes,
like
yes,
this, and then it's like, okay, I think I know what's going on here, right?
Yeah.
But I actually really love it because it makes you feel happy that people care enough, and that it makes them happy.
Tell me a word in Spanish that is impossible to translate in English because of its meaning.
Newest hobby.
There's been a couple of things.
I got a couple.
Well, I have also been doing some camping, and so that is definitely a new hobby, which I really enjoy it. But recently, since I'm in Vermont and I've been here, it's been a lot of paddleboarding, which is kind of
Oh, that's cool.
And I mean, I won't say it's necessarily a hobby because I don't really know how you advance through the hobby. It's like you either learn how to paddleboard or you don't, and then once you know how to do it, you kind of just paddle. So I don't know if there's like steps to it, but that's been a lot of fun. It's it's good for balance.
Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Hard.
I never know what to say to this.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to sound, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I want to say positive things about myself.
Yeah, right?
You don't want to be negative about yourself.
Exactly.
You don't want to sound like you're too into yourself.
Exactly. I think a good thing is
I'm going to go off.
What about you?
So I would say, thinking about it like that is how like my friends would describe me. I ask a lot of questions.
That's good.
And I'm always typically conversations with friends of mine start with me saying, "Hey, I read this article," and then I describe it, and then they go, and then I tell them about it, right? So I do that. So I'm always trying to figure stuff out, and then I don't know what would be the word for similar to what you're saying, like I'm always trying to make people laugh, and funny enough, to a lot of people, it comes off as sarcasm.
Yeah.
But I'm not being sarcastic to be mean. I'm being sarcastic to be funny.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, people might think that you're like, that you don't like them or something. So I've gotten people being like, I don't think he liked me. You know, he was really making a lot of jokes. And
yes,
people say, no, that's just what he does. He actually, if he didn't like you, he wouldn't be making jokes.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I
So
feel
maybe
that.
funny, but with a caveat of sarcastic. And I'll go with the cheesy one, I guess, caring.
Let's move on to the third game and the last game too. So I will read a situation and we all have to make the emoji face that best represents each situation, all right? For a face of disappointment.
I think I would just put the skull face, like the dead face.
I think I would use the one that has like this. Yeah, I would use the one that's like a straight line and then it has like the eyebrows like a kind of deal.
Yeah, nice.
I would use the guy with or the girl. I don't know if emojis are guys or girls, but they're emojis. The one with the hourglass.
With the hourglass, yes.
Yeah. Like, really? All right. So the second one is when your cell phone camera opens by accident. I don't know. I'm looking for the ugliest emoji face I can.
I was gonna hype myself up and put the queen emoji, but I could also put the clown emoji. It just depends.
Emoji.
I'd put the one that the blushing one that's like.
Cute. Yeah.
When the season of your favorite shows finishes with too much suspense, and I will.
My friend, like,
doing.
yeah.
Do this one, and I'm realizing I'm like, how did you guys like pull it up on your phone?
Yes, I just copied Daniela. I was like, that's smart. She's smart.
Well, I was like, I'll do that, but then like someone random I'm texting, I would do this one.
Nice.
You're even smarter. You put it
Yeah,
up.
because you really got it big.
There
I
you
didn't
go.
get to do that.
It started with you guys. It was all you.
All you, Danny.
Thank you.
So I'll probably put this one too. I don't know if you see it, but it's like the one where like, well, when somebody tells you, you won't believe what I just found out, and I'll tell you later.
Oh, I like that would be like a mixture of two.
Yeah, thousands or memes.
That's funny.
Because this is like literally what I would reply to my aunt if she tagged me in something. You know, I'd just be like, hey, aunt.
I think I would
I try to hype her up on her Instagram.
I would do cheesing, but like for me, it's like super awkward. Like, it's
I would do this one.
Yeah.
I use that one too much.
Say, woo.
I'm so quirky. I'm so funny.
Yeah.
Afraid that this is all the time that we have left. Thank you, Lilamar. Thank you, Daniela, and thank you, Kendall, for being here with us.
Of stuff saying like, you know, this is not, it's not like a productivity contest, which I agree with. I think it's right now is a perfect time because everything that's going on is kind of either sad or maybe a little scary or whatever, it's a good time to have fun. And I think it's also a good time, we talked about hobbies, I think it's a good time to take up a new hobby. I think it's perfect, actually. You know?
Yeah, I think it's cool to suck it off your list as much as you can, you know, in a safe way. But
Yeah, I feel like it's you know, the thing I'm saying earlier, not taking things too seriously into your life. So, you know, good, chill out, relax, and yeah, take a new hobby, do something fun, do something different. I think to your point, yeah, the photo shoot thing, I'm still confused. Like, yeah, but make something.
and all of Kendall's camping adventures. Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a nice keep enjoying this time. And gracias a todos los que están conectados por aquí. Recuerden que pueden volver a ver este especial de Nick en casa en todas las redes de Nickelodeon. Y pues los amo con todo mi ser. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Adiós a todos.
Thank
Los quiero.
you. Bye.
Nos vemos el
Thank
próximo jueves
you.
de Nick en casa. Bye.
Ciao.